Hello everybody, I hope you've had a good week. Let's quickly review our 8 parts of speech. Ready? 8 parts of speech, 8 parts of speech. Yeah, 8 parts of speech, 8 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective, and article adjective. Let's review. Let's see what we have first here. What's a noun? A noun is Good job. What things are always nouns? Subjects, direct objects, indirect objects, object of prepositions, predicate nominatives, and appositives. You can also go STDIOOP, PNNAP, SDOIOOP, PNNAP. Those are all nouns. SDOIOOP, PNAP, SDOIOOP, PNAP, SDOIOOP, PNAP. I was trying to think of a word you can make. Stow, yoop, pnap. I don't know if that works very well. I think this is better. SDOIOOP, PNAP. Like that. All right, what is a verb? A verb is a word that shows links two words together or helps another verb. How many types of verbs are there? 4 different types of verbs. Now, if you remember, we talked about last week, our verb is like our fulcrum of the rest of our sentence. So sometimes we have just a subject hanging on our verb, like I pray, and that's all. That's all that's hanging on the verb. Or you run. Remember that? We have just a single sentence with an understood subject pronoun. You run. Other times we have a little bit more balanced sentences. Subject, verb, direct object. There's a noun on each side as a core part of our sentence. Or sometimes we have a subject, verb, IODO, 2 nouns on this side and 1 on this side. The balancing doesn't matter as much, but just so you can kind of see these. Oh, and that third one's not really one. So remember, verbs are one of the most important parts of our sentence. In fact, that's the part Sister Updike always starts with. All right. What is an adverb? An adverb modifies a verb, adjective, or another. An adverb modifies a and answers how, when, where, how much, to what extent. These are all our adverbs. And next is the adjectives. Now, adjectives and adverbs. Remember, adverbs are pink because they are similar to verbs. They describe verbs mostly. So that's why they're pink, because they are good friends with verbs. Adjectives are green, because you can make green out of blue, and nouns are blue. So adjectives describe nouns. An adjective modifies by describing, modifying, or limiting, and answers what kind, what kind, What are the article adjectives? A, an, and the. And very last, pronoun replaces a noun. That's why it's purple, because purple and blue are sister colors. So these are all kinds of pronouns. Look at all these different types of pronouns you can use. Instead of using, let's say, Sally. Sally went to the store. Sally saw a candy bar. Sally bought the candy bar. Sally ate the candy bar. That's a lot of Sallys. That gets really tiring. But you could say, Sally went to the store. She saw a candy bar. She ate it. See, I could say it. Do you have pronouns? Are replacing using the name over and over and over, which gets annoying. Let's say this together. Ready? A A pronoun replaces a noun in order to avoid repetition. Very good. All right, we are still working on our study of verbs. So we are not learning many more of our parts of speech right now, but just finishing studying our verbs. So for your assignment this week, grab your pencils, la la. Oh, there's my green. Grab my pencil, write your name. Teacher is my name. And then you are going to start by writing what is a verb. Okay? And see if you can write the whole definition there. After you've done that, we're going to go ahead and dive into our sentences. So I don't have a lot of time today, so we are just moving fast. Call this your speed grammar this week. We don't have a special buddy joining us today. So we are just, let's see if I can adjust this, doing our grammar. Okay, here we go. Noble, read this together with me. I have to get these out so I can reference them quickly. All right. Noble George Washington did lead faithfully. So, who or what is this sentence about? George Washington. Subject, noun. What is being said about George Washington? George Washington. What? If you said did lead, you are absolutely right. Lead, is that an action? Can you lead somebody? Yes, this is an action, so this is our verb. And then did is what kind of verb? Helping verb. Did lead who or what? Is there a noun after this? No. Faithfully in this case is not a noun. So that means it's intransitive. It's not transferring action to anything. So we have here our subject and our verb little phrase. When you have more than one verb, like a helping verb or a linking verb together, we call it a verb phrase. So subject and verb. Washington did lead how or to what extent? You hear me asking those questions. How, when, where, why, how, when. So to what extent or how. And also this is an ly. See, that's kind of a dead giveaway. Did lead how? Faithfully. Is faithfully describing the verb, did lead, or is it describing Washington? It's describing the verb, saying how he led faithfully. So that makes this an what? Adverb. It's describing how he did lead. Okay, what kind of George Washington? Noble. So what is noble describing? It's describing a noun, a person, right? So that makes this an adjective. Those are two modifiers. We love our modifiers. They make our sentences more interesting. All right, now let's go ahead and diagram. Do you like my cool pen? Okay, now I'm going to write this picture, and then I want you to pause the video, and see if you can fill in all of this by yourself, and see if you can even decide if it's simple, compound, or complex. Ready, go. If you did not pause the video, you can go ahead and do it with me. So we're going to put George Washington right there, and then did lead. What kind of George? Noble. And we're going to capitalize noble because at the beginning of our sentence. And then did lead how? Faithfully. Very good. All right, is this simple, compound, or complex? If you said simple, you are absolutely right. Or you can color in the cute little house. See the cute little house? Very good. All right, let's do our next one. Read this with me. We can be fearless like our founding fathers. Now, this one is actually a little bit of a challenge sentence because, well, we'll get into it and you'll see. Okay, who or what is this sentence about? We, subject, pronoun. What is being said about we? We can be. Now, if you remember, our helping verbs here are, where do we find be? Well, it could be a state of being verbs, or it could be a helping verb. So either way, it's it's like a helping verb for either one. Okay. We can be. So actually, I'd say this is a state of being verb because it's saying how you are being. So be is a verb, and can is our verb, helping verb. We can be who or what? Now, this is tricky, okay? Fearless. Does fearless replace we? No, but does fearless describe we? Yes, it does. Now, here is the interesting thing, okay? This is, I think for you older kids, you may be able to grasp this well, but this is an adjective describing we, but it's in the predicate part of the sentence. Do you remember the subject versus the predicate parts of sentences? Here's our subject, right? So here's our subject. Everything else is the predicate. Sorry, somebody's printing. Okay, so this adjective is in the predicate part of the sentence, but it's describing the subject. So guess what we call this? I actually didn't mean to put this in here, but it's here. So we're gonna do it. There we go. This is called a predicate adjective, an adjective that's in the predicate that's describing the subject. Do you see that? And which makes this a linking verb. So look, we have a helping verb and a linking verb. Okay. State of being verbs often act as linking verbs like this. Or you can think of it, linking verbs is kind of like an equal sound. We equal fearless, right? We are fearless. So, okay, good. Good job, you guys. That was a little bit tricky. Now, let's do the next part. Like our founding fathers. Like our founding fathers. What is like? Anybody know? This one's kind of tricky. Like is actually a preposition. Like, near, of, off, on. We need to memorize that. I should just put it on the list. So if this is our preposition, then what's our object of the preposition? Fathers. Object of the preposition. Which fathers? Founding fathers. Specific kind. Oof, this is running out. My green is running out. Oh, there we go. Has new life. Founding fathers. Whose founding fathers? What kind, how many, which, or whose? Remember that? Our. So this also is an adjective. Now, could we just say founding fathers? Like founding fathers? Yes. Could we say like our fathers? Yes, we could. So they're both describing fathers. Sometimes you have a modifier before, like this one modifying, this adjective, in which case this would be an adverb, but it's not. So you always have to check, is this modifier modifying the actual noun or is it modifying the adjective? For example, if I said, I have 3 hungry children. Hungry would be the adjective for children. But if I said 3 very hungry children, I couldn't say 3 very children. Very is describing to what extent they are hungry. Very hungry, in which case very would be an adverb. So you have to always check. It can be a little bit tricky, but in this case, it's not. So let's go ahead and diagram this. You guys, good job. You are practicing a predicate adjective today. You can go home. You can tell your dad tonight at dinner. We learned about predicate adjectives today. Do you know what that is? See if he knows. That'd be kind of fun to see. And it's okay if he doesn't. All right. What goes here? We. And if you don't quite understand how we got predicate adjective here, that's okay. Think, is this a noun? Fearless? No, it's not a person, place, or thing. Could be an idea depending on the context, but no. In this case, it's not a noun because it's describing we. If we said fearless we, well, that doesn't really make sense, but let's say this word was Sally. Fearless Sally, then it's not a predicate adjective, it's just an adjective because it comes right before it and it's in the subject part of the sentence. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, come talk to me. Okay, what's our verb here? Can be. So when I was writing these sentences, I meant for this to be a verb, but it clearly wasn't. I did not think that through very well. I should probably diagram these before I send them out, but that's okay. We got to learn what a predicate adjective is today. Now I slanted this back because this part right here is describing we. We don't always have to put those there, but I'm just trying to show you a picture of how this one is describing the subject, so it's reflecting back to it. Okay, now let's do, I'm going to put like our founding fathers under fearless, because we're comparing fearless to our founding fathers, which makes just an adverbial prepositional phrase because it's describing an adjective. Sorry, yellow is hard to see. Okay, then what's going to go here? Awesome. Okay, now is this a simple, compound, or complex sentence? Does it have one set of subject and verbs? Yep, just one set. So it's going to be what? Can you color in your little house? Simple. Very good. Okay, this one is really fun. Okay, ready for a challenge? You might say, Cinderella, the last one was a challenge. It kind of was. Sometimes the challenges surprise even me, which is great. We always love a good challenge. Okay, let's go ahead and read this together. Will you fearlessly live or die for your faith, your family, or your country? Now, this one is a different kind of sentence because what do we have here at the end? A question mark. This is an interrogative sentence. Can you write that? Interrogative. Oops. Interrogative sentence. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. Who or what is this sentence about? You. Subject, pronoun. Remember, you is a pronoun. Same as over here with we. We is a subject pronoun. What is being said about you? You. No, this is where it gets tricky. See if you can figure it out. Where's our verb? You will what? This is a helping verb. You will live. Then what's the next action? Or die. What? Sister Allred, we have 3 verbs? Yes. Let me explain. And this is where the pictures come in. Our diagrams come in such handy because it's a picture of what we're doing. Okay. Will, verb helping. Live is an action verb. Or die are both action verbs. They're intransitive. They're not transferring action to or for anything. And this is a conjunction. Okay, so we have what's called a compound verb. with a helping verb. So very good if you got that on your own. That's great. Live. Okay, so we'll have a rocket down here. We know that. Because when we have compound or two of the same thing, it means we get a rocket picture down here. Okay. You will live or die how? What is this? Adverb, because it's describing how you will live or die. Fearlessly. Yes, fearlessly live or die. Okay, what is for? Preposition. For who or what? Now, this is tricky too. For faith, object of the preposition. Family, object of the preposition. Country, object of the preposition. What? There's so many of these. Look, we have another conjunction here. A conjunction is linking our words together. Faith, family, country. 3 of them. This is the end of our prepositional phrase. I actually love prepositional phrases. They're really fun. They really help us weed out what is our core sentence. What kind of faith, whose faith? Your faith, which makes this adjective. Whose faith? Your family, adjective. Whose country? Your country, adjective. Okay, now let's see if I can draw this diagram without making a mistake. Okay, you. Okay, let's do this part first, then we'll do the rest later. Okay, what's going to go here? Our subject. You. Now it's lowercase because it's not the beginning of a sentence. This part, our helping verb, is going to go like this, and it's going to be capitalized. Because you could say you will live or you will die. So this one is not tied to one of the 2 action verbs. It's actually tied to both, which is why it comes before the rocket. You will live, and did I say I capitalize it because it's the beginning of our sentence? Or die. And our conjunction, we're going to put here. Will live or die. And we're going to put fearlessly here because it's kind of describing both of them. You will live or die for, it's going to go here. Now, this is where this gets fun. We're going to have another rocket. There you go. I have one of these on each. Okay, can you guys figure that out on your own? Pause the video if you need to and see if you can figure that out by yourself. If not, you can hang on with me and we'll do it together. Okay. What's this? Fearlessly. Can you guys hear my girl singing in the background? Fearlessly live or die. And this one's going to be for. Let's see, object prepositions are nouns, remember. Faith, family, country. And then what are these? Right here. Whose faith? Your. Okay. Now you might say, sister, all read. This had a lot going on in it, so surely it must be a complex sentence. Actually, it's not, guys. What is it? How many sets of subjects and verbs are there? Just look at these sets. How many? 1. This, can you believe, is a simple sentence. Our prepositional phrases and verb phrases don't determine whether or not it's a simple, compound, or complex sentence. Only the core. We look at our core sentences. You will live or die. That is our, you will live or die. That is our core. Everything else is context. Everything else like describes it or gives it color. But this is our skeleton. This is the skeleton of our house, of our sentence house. So this is just simple. Simple sentence. Believe it or not. Okay, you guys stuck with me. Way to go. I'm proud of you. I will see you next time.